First, I want to say that, we joke a lot about Cool Fun Trip. You and I, we joke.
Like to have fun.
We joke
like
about
to have fun, and we like to be cool.
Yeah, so we joke a lot. But apparently, Dlive is dropping the ban hammer on some channels too. Not suspensions, by the way.
Permanent ban for
Permanent
Mr. Metokur.
delete. Yeah, Metokur got deleted yesterday.
Yikes.
According to him, I wasn't watching the show, but according to him, he was talking or exposing or making fun of some YouTuber who was talking about raping people. Something to that effect, seriously. And they didn't suspend him, which happened to us. They deleted his account, and he had 110,000 Lino points, like about $1,000.
And I'll say this: look, Mr. Metokur's not Mr. Good Guy.
No,
he's a moral nihilist. However, he chooses the people he goes after very, very carefully and very, very meticulously. So, I could confidently say, without even seeing the video, that whoever he went after, he probably had some good shit on. It wasn't like
Right.
Like he doesn't just go around and go, let's get this guy because he said one thing. Usually when he does a deep dive on somebody, it's a horror show. So I'm sure. Look, I'm just saying, whoever he went after, I'm sure is not a fucking saint here. It wasn't internet bullying.
No. The other thing that happened, they had some update they did this weekend with Dlive. I know the app updated, but with certain shows, for example, if you were to search for Revenge of the Sis, right? As of Thursday of last week, the last I checked, if you search Revenge of the Sis, our name comes up first because you're literally searching for that show. If you search for Revenge of the Sis now, you are about 10 to 15 people in front of us who aren't us, whose names aren't similar to ours, okay? It's names that aren't even similar to ours pushed down. So I went ahead and I decided, well, since I know they treat Revenge of the Sis and Daywave and Nightwave as one entity, which we've told them not to, I went and searched for Nightwave. Nightwave, 10 shows in front of it before your show shows up. Daywave, about 10 shows in front of it before our show shows up. So I don't know what's going on with that, but that's something else that they're doing.
Also, can I just say something?
Sure.
Since we're on the subject of Dlive. Hey, Dlive. I have no interest in your little contests and your little schemes and your scams and your raffles. Just let me do my fucking show. How about that? Can we make a deal? Put the X tag on. You don't have to put me in your search results. But I don't look all this gay shit. I don't care. I don't need this. I don't need to collect all the elements to win a cash prize. I just want you to leave me the fuck alone. And it feels very much like the government.
And they update their TOS like every week. They've been updating their terms of service like every week, just adding more. And they also don't have a structured system like, YouTube, which of course YouTube is garbage, but YouTube has a structured system in a way where they go, look, you get 3 strikes.
It's a large soulless entity.
It is. It's terrible.
But it's rigid. But rigidity is good to an extent.
With YouTube, and look, by the way, I do know that some people on YouTube have been deleted without getting any strikes. We have had friends that's happened to, so I'm not saying it doesn't happen to. But for the most part, I could speak for us. When you get a strike on YouTube, or a warning now first, when you get a strike on YouTube, they tell you, hey, you get a strike. The strike expires in 90 days. If you get 2 more in this time frame, you're done, right? Yeah. So you kind of know, and they'd say you're suspended for this long, whatever. You can't live stream, whatever. But they tell you, this is what's going on. Dlive, they don't really tell you anything. And by the way,
it's like having a bipolar girlfriend.
Exactly.
You're not gonna be dealing with the way things should be. You're gonna be dealing with moods and perception of things. And it's like, wait, what? I got banned because you're in a bad mood? Come on.
So it's really, again, the last time this happened, Cool Fun Trip, who emailed us from Dlive, was, and by the way, there's a lot of people that listen to our show that are like screaming about Trip got rid of Metokur. Guys, Trip isn't the only employee in that company, so.
What if he is?
No, he's not, though.
What if this is just one big Ponzi scheme being run by Trip? I don't. Just him? He's like the Asian lawyer from fucking Usual Suspects?
By the way, somebody says, I guess you guys are going to be moving to Mixer soon too. The thing about that is, we're already banned from Mixer, and we were only restreaming there. Like, I would never plugged it or anything. I was just trying to build it up in case we needed it back. We're already banned. They never told us why either. So yeah,
I'm gonna call my.
We're still on Twitch.
I'm gonna call my boy Ninja. See if we can get the hook up over there.
I don't think Ninja has any hookups over there anymore. Oh, at Mixer. I'm sorry, at Twitch. Yeah, he doesn't.
What if I make a deal? Okay, what if I only use Dlive or Mixer or one of these things exclusively to stream video games? We do that?
I mean, I kind of feel like that market's saturated, though, isn't it?
Actually, it wouldn't work because we've mostly been playing Rust, and everybody has figured out how to actually just stick pictures, actual JPEGs, onto their houses.
I've seen that. There's a lot of
a lot of stuff.
a lot of things that I don't think Trip would find cool or fun.
Let's just say I have a room where I keep all my furnaces, and let's just say that there's a portrait in there,
Right.
of a very well-known political figure. What? I'm just saying, Ron Paul.
Oh,
the point is,
actually, today that might be worse.
that amount of freedom allows for me to not be able to.
Right.
When everybody reads Siege on their house, it doesn't really help.
And a couple other people got suspended over the weekend. I'm not sure who they are, but I was told that there was a couple other people that were kicked off of Dlive as well. But you know, I'm not going to go over to Bitwave. By the way, Bitwave's been actively coming after us to go to their thing, and I'm like, look, man, more power to you. I hope there's an alternative, but right now this looks like a GeoCities page, and I can't, in good faith, stream there. And secondly, if your shit isn't on Restream, it makes it really difficult to get new people to come on board, because most people now want to stream everywhere because in case they get popped, they have a backup. I mean, we're still on Twitch, and actually for the first 6 months of our existence, because we were popped twice, we were on Twitch exclusively when we were live. Twitch.com/we're not sorry. That's the we're not sorry one. We're not sorry on Twitch. So we're on there too. But again, no one's going to bother us on Twitch now because there's not a lot of people over there. Most people who watch on YouTube are watching on Dlive. The problem is once all that traffic influx is over to any site, any one of these big sites, be it Dlive, be it Twitch, be it anything, then all the eyes go. Then people go, who are these guys on the front page?
Yeah, they're not going to come when you're not making any noise.
Exactly. They don't care.
When there's a ruckus is when heads turn. And
Right.
you go, what's going on down there?
Right.
And then you investigate, and you're like, well, we're not going to have this on our platform.
And again, they're not giving any information. By the way, hey, fuckos, because I'm sorry, Mike, I have to do
Come
this.
on, fuckos. I'm going for a
There's
ride.
some people that are fucking spurgs on Dlive, right? We ask them not to be spurgs. Our mods mute these people on Dlive because they're being spurgs.
And then they make 50 accounts, and
then this person, Clown World Order, which by the way has never provided a good comment in the history of YouTube or Dlive or any one of the shows. I just want to say that because he goes complaining about censorship and letting mods mute you permanently. Let's get a couple things straight here, you fucking idiot. And there anybody else who's complaining about this?
First of all, before you rip into this
Sure.
guy, his name is Clown World Order, which is pretty cool.
Oh, because we're in a clown world?
I just wanted to point out, before you go ripping his face off,
Right.
dude seems pretty cool. He seems pretty dialed into hip culture.
So number one,
He gets memes.
Let me do something. You're not on Dlive, and I apologize. Let me fix that, because now you're also not on YouTube. There you go, funny guy. And here's the other thing. You don't provide any. It's not like this guy was being kind of edgy, but was like, oh, but he's a funny dude though. He's always like with the fire comments. It was always typical spurgy bullshit, spurgy comments, trying to say the N-word. Not even like in a funny way,
and
you
not
know?
not even in relation to any topic
Yeah,
you're
he's
doing.
just saying it, right? So
You're just like, well, I was reading this today. This new article. It says that what's his face? Jay Cutler is going to be going over to the Dolphins. It's pretty big news. Oh yeah, Jews rape kids. And you're like, what is that?
Look, what is that extremely factual thing you're saying have to do with this?
What does that have to do with Jay Cutler or Dolphins? Well, I guess Miami. The point is,
all right, look,
it's not necessary.
And also, what's the last name of the people that own those teams? So look, my point is that they complain, hey, stupid. You're being a spurg. You're not providing anything. You're gonna get. Just don't be an asshole. Secondly, if you think Mike and I sit here and we have meetings with our mods, like at a big conference table, and go, all right, guys, give me the list of who you banned today. I don't know. You think I can keep up with who fucking everybody's banning?
Fucking frozen
Shut up.
Asian intro leader sitting there on a speakerphone
Yeah.
clicking a pen. But what about, like, okay, because the last meeting we had, we said that we were strictly not going to have Casual Friday. And now you're saying we have Casual Friday.
I'm feeling it's at the top of a high rise. It's all glass, right? You like the movies, and it's just a big conference table.
Cold, stiff room.
Yeah, with one of those Cisco speakerphones in the middle. Yeah, we don't fucking know. We trust their judgment.
People
if you get
like,
popped,
executed, could you get us some coffee, please? And then she comes back with coffee and literally just dumps hot coffee on people's laps.
And by the
ow, yeah, no, that's what she does. She's not very nice at all or helpful.
And by the way, the other thing is, we're not assholes either. There's been plenty of times, and I know you've done it too, where somebody goes, "Hey man, I think I was banned by mistake. Can you help me out?" And I'll go in there and unmute him. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care. You know, if shit happens, people get popped, whatever, maybe it wasn't right, I go in there and mute them. But when you fucking sit here in the chat and try to get on your soapbox about, you're talking about censorship and you're muting people, do you really think that doing a show is the same as being in a chat room and being a spurg? Jesus Christ, man.
Well, that's why I yelled last week and everybody got mad at me when I was like, look, we do the funny show. You don't do the funny show. You know what I mean? Interact, but... It just, I don't know, man. The spurgery is a problem. And then we tell Trip, look, these fucking assholes, they just make 50 accounts and they keep coming in. Cool, fun Trip.
Oh, okay, sorry.
He's very cool, very fun guy. And then I try to explain to him that these people, it's not me, I'm cool, I'm fun.
You're cool and fun.
And cool and fun recognize other cool, fun people. So me and Trip are here. He and Trip, we're all here.
We're all here.
But some of these people, Trip, the people that are on your platform, they're not cool and they're not fun, man.
They're not. You really should have some sort of like cool and fun memo circulating around.
And to quote the great Ben Shapiro, who I believe is right about everything,
especially Israel.
Yeah, the Jew hate on this website, that sounds like a you problem.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a Jew problem.
Well,
what?
That sounds like a Dlive issue. It sounds like you're fostering a toxic community around here. I don't even know half of these motherfuckers. I know when I do Nightwave, most of the fucking YouTube motherfuckers are still on YouTube. So these are Dlive users. Give me that shit. Don't put that juju on me. Don't walk around like I'm some beacon of Jew hate. I mean, come on. It's like I can handle accusations, man, but
You're right. So I guess I don't think Dlive's gonna be around a lot longer. To be honest, I can't think this is sustainable, right?
No, Stream Me actually was better.
It was
because they were trying. They were trying to go like, all right, look, there's a line. He hasn't crossed the line yet. Yeah. This is just, hey, could you make sure your community's more cool and fun? Like what? It's not but it's not. We don't like communities. I don't. We're trying to move away from. I want to nuke the Discord just because I don't want people to congregate.
I have an idea, Mike.
What?
Dude, I can't believe I haven't thought of this. Now that we're best friends, I would say
dismantle the show.
Well, close. Now that we're best friends with John McAfee, the reclusive crypto billionaire, we could he's a tech guy. He made antivirus stuff. Why don't we ask him to make a streaming service?
Sure.
Be like, look, get in the streaming service.
Sure. Somewhere in between doing bath salts in a Faraday cage and riding around on a boat, getting arrested everywhere he pulls up to get gas. Mm-hmm. Sure, we'll ask him to do that, too.
Well, how do you think YouTube was created? No, but...
So, hey, listen, I know you're busy with, like, doing the bath salts and ranting about the Constitution, but we need a streaming service, and you're the only guy that we know that's kind of smart, and everybody else we know